Ladies and gentlemen, how the hell are you? Jeff Kiesel, Kiesel Guitars, hanging out for my weekly live Q&A. And of course, before the camera starts, we're sitting in here and, having whatever conversations, and we're in the middle of a conversation and Zach's like, by the way, you have 2 seconds till we're live. I'm like, so we got to stop and focus and get ready for you guys. I'm getting the clear, the audio is good to go. So I'm going to kick it off this week with my deal of the hour and my top of the hour. Let's start with top of the hour first. This is a Poplar burl top. It's a 5A top, and it's got a lot of flaming going up the sides and into the center of it. So a really rad top. I'm going to let this one go for $500. So if you want this exact top, you're going to call 858 Guitars and say, hey, I want the top of the hour. And that code is TW113. And you can go ahead and do a rad build with us. And if you have a build already in the works, this top is not available to you. Once we start a build, there's no changes that can be made. So if you already have a build in the works, even if you placed it today, it is too late. This is for a new build that would start when you call. So call 858 Guitars and grab that really rad Poplar burl top. And my deal of the hour is this beautiful neck through DC 700 with a trem, 25.5 inch scale, this really rad splatter finish on here. This features 2 colors. It has the blood red and the Ferrari red. Definitely a good looking instrument with the red dots on there on the ebony fretboard. I'm going to let this one go shipped for $2,000 with the case. There's the back side, totally gorgeous. Got the painted back of the neck. The pickups, you have a lithium and a thorium, or Kiesel passive pickups. The Kiesel hipshot trem system, standard 5-way switch, locking tuners, of course. For those of you guys that don't know Kiesel, maybe everything's locking. Maple quarter saw neck, alder body wings on this. That is a neck through construction. The thing that makes neck through so great is that slope neck heel, being able to really get your hand in there and get all the way up to the 24th fret. As some would say, the access is so good you can even play the pickup on these guitars just because the access is so amazing. So if you like this guitar and you don't want to wait the 20 plus weeks we're quoting right now, we can ship this out to you tomorrow by calling 858 Guitars and grabbing my deal of the hour for $2,000. That's also a discounted price. I think this one would spec out around $22,250. If you don't grab it for the deal of the hour, it's going to go on the in-stock section at full price. So to get the deal of the hour for either the top or the guitar, you have to call while we're live. So those are my deals of the hour. And the reason why we call them deals of the hour is they're only good while we're live. And our lives have been running about 45 minutes. So really, it's not a deal of the hour anymore. But here we go. We got a customer build here. let's see, who is this for? This is for Alexander. We had an estimated completion date of 10/12, and look at this gorgeous Buckeye Leia. Such a beautiful instrument. Love all of this neat grain pattern and figuring on there. Of course, I do pick out all the Buckeye tops, so when I see something unique like this, a smaller shape, trying to really place key elements in the right spots. My guys do an amazing job taking what I trace out and, repeating it, of course, and, actually book matching the top and putting it on. But what a gorgeous instrument. And then here's the back side of this one right here. Look at that. Beautiful black limba body. You have that, looks like a black limba and maple neck. Got almost some orange streaking in there. Just a gorgeous instrument. What else is really neat about that? Look at that Royal Ebony fretboard. Just badass. And I love the little 3-piece layer in there. That black line separating the top and the body, giving it, extra contrast. Just such a cool one. And we shipped out yesterday 24 guitars, and I think today so far is already 22. So starting to really crank. What's up with this one? Do we know why that's there, or do we know anything about this? This is a customer build. I don't see a tag on it. I got a really rad Aries neck through. I don't know what the deal is. There's no tag on this one, but gorgeous guitar, tongue oil neck, walnut maple 3-piece. Was this for a customer? Do we know?
I don't think so.
I don't know. So maybe it's an extra, maybe it's for a customer. Don't know, no tag. But really rad guitar. And you can see the contrast on the back. I love the raw tone finish. Just this open grain, even the feel of it is just so amazing. And the reason why it's called raw tone is it is a very raw, rustic look, but it has this difference in tone. It's a warmer, more natural sound. When you have primer and a lot of finish on a guitar, a lot of gloss, it makes it sound a little brighter, which is still cool. But if you want something that's going to be unique, the raw tone is definitely a really rad way to go. If I can get that back in there without knocking it over. All right, and on that note, let's do some questions. What do you guys want to know?
Frank is asking, are you still hiring? If so, what qualifications and skill sets is Kiso looking for?
Yeah, so I think we have one position still open, possibly two, but I know of one for sure. Really the best thing for us is we want people that want to be here, that want to be part of a team, and can show up on time, and work throughout the day. Not people that are just constant talkers. A little bit of talking during the day is great, and I encourage that, but those are important things. Of course, being good with your hands, having the ability to work with your hands. If that's not you, then this wouldn't be a good fit. But if that sounds like a good fit, come in and apply.
How much weight would a Purple Heart top add?
That's a hard one to know. It would depend on what the Bodywood was and if it's replacing a different top or not. But Purple Heart is a heavier wood, and you'd add some ounces to a guitar, not pounds.
Tony is asking, will there be a Black Friday or Cyber Monday sale?
No plans on that right now, man. We're just so slammed. Have so many in the works. It doesn't really seem like the best idea to do a sale. I am raising prices. The $100 with the free options is going away. So I would say that is your Black Friday, Cyber Monday savings, because that's going away soon. Am I going to run $100 with the free options through the end of the month? I don't know. Maybe not. So that's something that is going away in November. So take advantage of it while you can. And then 2022 prices are going up. So you're 6 weeks away from $100 in free options going away and a price increase. So take advantage of it while you can. I would say that's your promo. A lot of people are, by the way. I mean, sales have just been amazing. I can't thank you guys and gals enough. It's just been so awesome to see the constant support.
Any plans for a headless semi-hollow?
No plans.
Matthew's asking, hi Jeff. There was a discussion on the Facebook the other day regarding the location of the truss rod adjustment. Some manufacturers like Kiso put it on the headstock and others put it in between the neck and neck pickup. Is there a reason why Kiso does it this way versus the other way?
Yeah. What's up, Matthew? So let's grab this one. So the reason why I like it up here is it's a simple cover you take off and you access, and you just adjust it there. The reason why I don't like it down here is a lot of times it takes this neck pickup and moves it lower so you can get the wheel there, the adjustment wheel. And anytime you take that neck pickup and move it down, it's brighter. It's not that fat, sweet sound, right? That's why 22 fret guitars have a totally different sound than a 24 fret, is that neck pickup is so much further up. That's why jazz guys love it. It's not that they don't need the 24th fret, it's they want that fat, full tone. And anytime you take that neck pickup, even if it's 1/10 of an inch, 2/10 of an inch, you start moving it down, you compromise your tone. And I'm not willing to compromise my tone for something that you shouldn't even have to adjust often. Truss rod, you should maybe adjust it once when you get your guitar on these new Kiesels. I'm not talking about the ones, from, before 2015, the old carbon guitars. They're not the same necks. They're not the dual carbon fiber rods. They don't have the same quarter sawn thermo-treated neck. Just our necks are just so much more stable. They were already a solid neck before. They're just, we want to make them the best in the industry, the standard.
How many neck thicknesses are there?
Well, there's standard, there's thin, and then there's thick. So you have 3.
Clay is asking, hi Jeff, do you know what single coil pickups and bodywood are used in Will Swan's Delos?
Bodywood on his Delos is swamp ash. And then for the pickups, I want to say those are the Beryllium pickups for pickguard, which the Berylliums for pickguard are different than the Beryllium singles non-pickguard mounted.
Why no HS option on the virtual builder?
Because it's a hard thing to resell. If you call my guys and pay a special programming fee and make it non-returnable, we'll do that for you. Just give them a call.
Ty is asking, can we get a closer look at that top? I'm about to call Mr. Hong.
Absolutely, Ty. You better hurry up, though, because I have a feeling this one's going to go really quick. I'm shocked it's lasted this long. And is he on Instagram or just
Facebook?
Facebook, okay. There you go, Ty. Keep in mind, this doesn't have any finish on it, obviously. And once we put finish on it, it'll really pop out. And then we put the clear coat, it's going to really jump out. This is a absolutely amazing top. Someone's going to get really hooked up with this one.
Hello, I have an MO7X. How can I get the trem arm to stay in place? It wobbles around and falls out when I bend over.
Yeah.
The tape doesn't work very well.
Yeah, so for sure, what you would do... Savannah, do you have an arm in here?
I do.
Can I have it, please?
What?
We have one. We just don't know where the hell it is. Thanks. You're awesome. Appreciate you. All right. So this is what you do. You obviously put the arm in first, and then what you're going to do is you're going to push down, and right here, right at the base of your arm, there's a set screw, and we gave you a tool to adjust it. So you just hold it down like that, tighten it down. That's going to tighten up the area inside, and so now your trem arm, like this one, you can see this one is like barely wants to move, right? Because it's set already really tight. So it depends on how you like it. Some guys want to just let off and have it just fall down and get out of the way. So all you need to do is just adjust that little set screw inside there. Anybody else with the Kiesel systems, whether it's headless or non-headless, that's the way you do it.
Paul's asking, why are the lives shorter now?
Just trying to get more done during the day. Here's Savannah. Thank you. That is why they are shorter. You're trying to be as efficient as I can, and if I got an extra 15 minutes to work on other things, it helps me out.
Hey Jeff, I'm going into the showroom tomorrow for my first in-person purchase. Question. It looked like stain finishes on carved tops was doable with scraped binding in the past. What changed?
Yeah, you have to be a little more specific on that. I don't know what you're really referring to exactly. We do the natural binding if that's what you're talking about on a carved top.
Joe's asking, Thanksgiving stuffing, baked in bird or baked separately?
Baked in bird, for sure. Yeah.
Jeff, got my Vader a week and a half ago. My dad died October 8th, and that amazing instrument you built me has helped me get through the stress. Kiesel Guitars rocks. Thanks so much.
Hey man, I'm really sorry to hear about your dad. I could only imagine. I'm super close with mine, and I couldn't imagine anything happening to him. And you know, I'm happy that we were able to be part of something positive during that time. And yeah, man, just stay strong and pick up that guitar if that's what helps you, you know, compartmentalize it and put it away for a minute. Pick up that guitar and play. We all need outlets. You know, we don't know what anybody's going through in life. You know, everybody can seem really happy on the outside, and all of us go through stuff at times, and sometimes we just need that special thing just to make us smile a little bit more each day. So hang in there, man.
Marcos is asking, any thoughts on adding more 27, 28, and even 30-inch baritone options for guitars?
Well, I don't have a 28 or 30 now. I don't plan to add that. And I just added a 27-inch option on the Delos. So I did just add one.
Is the Vanquish 8-string available in regular scale as opposed to multi-scale?
It is not. Never has been.
Akeem is asking, is it possible to get a guitar from you without any Kiso logo?
Absolutely. So how we look at that is when we're not putting our name or our brand on it, it's pretty offensive, to be quite honest. And so we have a $500 charge for that. So we're willing to do it for you for an extra $500.
Are you going to make more Murder Axe guitars?
Those sold out in 4 days. 50 of them sold out in 4 days. And it was a limited edition. That's it. Yeah. So those went amazing, and Dan did a hell of a job selling those.
Michael is asking, how much less stable is a one-piece roasted maple neck versus a 7-piece neck option?
I wouldn't really say it's less stable. It's just when you have the extra pieces of wood, the extra laminates, if you have one piece that wants to move, and if it's a one-piece neck, it's going to move. But if you have one piece that wants to move and you have 6 others holding it together, not having it move, the neck's going to stay more stable. I would say more consistent, right? So it's not necessarily a lot stronger if they're the same types of woods. It's just going to be more consistent throughout, you know, any kind of climate change.
What's your favorite headstock?
My favorite headstock is probably our standard, this guy right here, reverse inline, like that. It's my favorite headstock.
Joe is asking, pumpkin pie or pumpkin roll?
I don't know what the hell a pumpkin roll even is.
Me either.
I don't know what that is, man. I'm not a huge pumpkin pie fan. I mean, it's fine. I'll eat it, but I'm not a huge pumpkin pie fan. I mean, I like the holidays, not for the food, but just for the family and getting together. That's what I look forward to, and just remembering what we have to be thankful for. I mean, a lot of us, you know, we want more always. You know, we want to do better. We want to do this. We want to change that. But sometimes we got to stop and go, damn, you know, like we got a lot to be thankful for. And if you're in this time and you don't have a lot to be thankful for right now, your luck's going to change. You know, just stay positive and, you know, think about some great pastimes and how to get back there.
Do all your builds come standard with locking tuners?
They do. Yeah.
Lou is asking, between Aries neck through and DC 600, which one has better heel access at higher frets?
Probably the Aries, because it has that bevel. So if you had the bevel option, well, I guess if it's neck through, it only comes with the bevel option. But because that area is beveled away, it has a little better access. But if you get the DC with the bevel option, that's going to give you that access as well. It's going to be very, very similar. It's kind of like splitting hairs, really. I would just pick the model shape that you like the best.
Why is trans white option 50? And why is it an upcharge? I remember seeing it for the first time on the LPM. Most breathtaking trans finish by far.
Oh, thank you for that. So the trans white finish has always been a $200 charge. It's very difficult to spray. We have to select a lighter colored piece of wood, which limits our selection, right, when we're picking out wood. And then the reason why it's non-returnable is it hides a lot of the grain. So we have this beautiful piece of wood we pick out, And then we spray this finish over it that hides a lot of it. So I don't want to take it back as a return because although it is a neat finish, there's not a lot of people that are going to spend that kind of money and have a trans white finish guitar that the grain doesn't pop out. You know, you're looking at it and you're not like, oh man, look at the grain. You're kind of going, oh, that's cool. And it's neat, but you know, it's just one of those things where I don't want to get stuck back with it and then have to try to sell it, maybe even at a discount.
William is asking, can you choose the pickup color on the new Retro Solo?
You cannot. No.
Is the blood splatter available on the black tung oil finish, or is it only available on white?
You can get it on a black finish, but not a tung oil finish. It'd have to be a gloss or a satin finish, not tung oil.
Paul is asking, is it possible to order acoustic saddles on an HK model?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Call the guys on that. You'd have to order an HK over the phone anyway. We don't take orders for those online. What do we got, Hong? You got the top?
Yeah.
And who's getting it?
Tyler Jacobs.
Tyler Jacobs is getting the top. That's not Ty, is it?
Yeah.
Ty Jacobs? Man, I haven't heard from that guy in a long time. How you doing, Ty? That's rad. What are we putting this on?
Lee McKinney 6-string.
Oh, very cool. Awesome. What I'll do, Ty, is I'll trace this out for Chris, and he can send you a picture of it on the LM6.
Ooh.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. So top of the hour is gone. Got the guitar of the hour still.
What colors of splatter would you put over Tropic finishes?
Ooh, I think it would be really badass to have a black and silver over Tropic. I think that would be really cool. Of course, you could do pink and go like Miami Vice kind of, but I think the black and silver would really pop. Maybe do like a drop shadow logo, black over silver, or I'm sorry, silver over black. You know, do black pickups with the silver pole pieces. Just go that whole, you know, black and silver theme. Maybe a black ebony fretboard with the, you know, just the regular silver frets, stainless frets. Could be a really cool build, I think.
Joe is asking, would you be willing to offer a different neck shape profile instead of C?
Nope. Sorry, man.
I ordered my second guitar with you guys a few weeks ago. It's a blood splatter multi-scale Type X, and I couldn't be more hyped.
That is awesome, man. Well, thank you so much. It sounds like a cool one.
Robert is asking, how many more price increases will there be?
Well, every year we're going to have a price increase. You know, as cost of living goes up, as all of our costs go up. If you don't have price increases, you go out of business. So yeah, every year I'm going to have at least one. That just depends. I mean, as the market goes up, inflation is going up, gas prices are going up, all of our costs are going up. I have to pass those on to you guys, otherwise we won't make any money, and there's no point in building guitars and not make any money. So I've had just this year 3 paint and sandpaper increases just this year alone. I've had 2 wood price increases, and I've passed on very little of those increases to you guys. I got to start, like, you know, really hitting the increases because, you know, as we, you know, do better as a company, it doesn't do any good to do better numbers if the profits don't increase with that, right? Because they have to track. You know, if the company goes from 7 million to 9 million, but the profits stay the same, well, that's not good. It's not okay. You know, profit dollar amount stays the same. That's not okay. So we have to have increases. So we are going to have at least 1 increase per year, probably 2, until we see inflation, you know, start, you know, kind of calming down. But, you know, that has not started to happen yet. So
How is shipping to the EU, more specifically Sweden?
no problems. Yeah, we ship, you know, guitars worldwide every day, you know, anywhere from, you know, 3 to 10 a day, you know, outside the US, and a lot of those go to Europe.
Matt is asking, hey Jeff, what's your favorite Thanksgiving meal and dessert to follow it with?
Ooh, okay. So for Thanksgiving, I like a Black Forest ham or some kind of a ham that's like a peppered flavor. I don't like the sweet hams. I don't eat turkey, so I like the hams. My wife makes this amazing green bean casserole, which I love. And then she also makes my favorite dessert. It's a sweet potato dish that she makes. I'm actually going to post the recipe for this for all of you to try out if you're into trying these different dishes. But I'm going to post her sweet potato, not pie, but it's like a casserole almost. And it's like topped with marshmallows. And man, it is so good. I have to I don't know. I don't like sweet potatoes, but I love that dish. That's probably my favorite Thanksgiving dessert.
Do you know if there will be a Lefty Retro solo yet?
There will not. What happened was when I said, yeah, we could do that, they don't make the bridge. They don't make that bridge with the pickup reversed. So I can't do one. It's not on me. It's on Godo. So they don't offer it. So I'm sorry, I won't be able to do it.
Derek is asking, can you get a neck through Aries without the body bevel?
You cannot. You could buy a DC though. It's almost the identical shape.
Hi Jeff, just ordered my first Kiesel Aries, which should be here this month. Can't wait. My question is, what is the difference in tone with 22 versus 24 fret guitars?
That's awesome, man. Thank you. So the biggest difference in tone is just the neck pickup, right? Because the bridge pickup's in the same spot. But what happens is as you take off two of these frets, your neck pickup jumps up, right? And so as you move that neck pickup up, it gets a fatter, warmer tone. And some people don't want that. If you're constantly playing on the bridge pickup, it doesn't matter, at that point. But if you play a lot of jazz and you really want something punchy, it's going to matter then. But if you're playing rock and metal, it's not going to matter. You're going to want a 24 fret. But that's the biggest difference, is just the neck pickup placement really affecting the tone. And how it works is the further you move that pickup away from the bridge, the fatter the tone gets. So the closer you go to the bridge, kind of the more attack, the brights come out, those leads really cut through the mix. And then it's going to kind of fit in the mix better as you go to that neck pickup.
Danny is asking, hey Jeff, been thinking of putting in a Vanquish build dedicated to my grandmother who recently passed.
Oh, man.
Her favorite color was lavender. Do you think you can do something like a candy lavender?
Brother, I'm sorry to hear about your grandma, man. Definitely could do something really rad for you. I could do a candy finish for you that, if you give me some ideas and stuff, I'll do the best I can to try to capture her memory for you. If you have maybe some accent colors too, that if I know what she was really into, I can really just try to knock something out of the park for you, man. I'm really sorry for your loss.
What are the details of the $100 discount for upgrades? I can't see it mentioned on the website.
Yeah, so what happens when you're on the builder, it's automatically going to give you $100 worth of free options. So when you're looking at the builder, and let's say we're going to build an Aries, the price that it shows up there, as long as all the options have been cleared out, you click that trash can button so that way any options you may have added from a previous build go away. When you delete everything, the price you're going to see there is for the instrument and the case. So that's with the case right there. Then as you build it, you could put $100 worth of options on there and you won't see that price change. Well, that's going to go away. So right now we're doing $100 worth of free options, but we're not advertising it anywhere. We're not promoting it anywhere because it's going away. So we didn't want to launch this new builder and then instantly take something away from you guys. But I can't wait throughout the year. I can't. I've had too many cost increases. I was going to take it away at the start of November. And then we kind of said, well, I guess we'll let it ride potentially through Black Friday.
What are the details? Oh, I literally just read that.
Dang.
Guitar. What are the Guitar of the Hour specs?
Guitar of the Hour. So let's see here. Stainless steel jumbo frets, thinner neck, thorium bridge pickup, black pole pieces, lithium neck pickup. It is a neck through. The reds on there are Ferrari red and blood red, so it's two different reds. Probably hard to tell on camera. It's got alder body wings, quarter sawn maple single piece neck, of course matching headstock, ebony fretboard. It's going to have a 14-inch fretboard radius, 25.5-inch scale, of course locking tuners, black logo, and this guy's going for 2,000 shipped. And if it doesn't sell while we're live, it'll go in stock at probably around 2,200 plus case plus shipping. So it's a hell of a deal, and obviously no wait.
Guys asking, following up with the stuffing question, sausage or no sausage in your stuffing?
Definitely sausage for sure.
How many man hours go into a basic Kiesel?
Oh man, so many. I don't know exactly. If we were publicly owned, we'd have to have all that information. People will ask me, how many of these do you sell? How many are multi-scale? How many are basses? How many are left-handed? I don't know. I don't know all that because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. What we do is we see how many guitars we build that year and divide it by our labor. And that's what our cost is. And our labor is sales, it's marketing, it's Savannah clicking that mouse over there and, typing over there, taking photos. It's everybody here is part of that. Because without Savannah, without Zach, without Jesse, even though they're not back there making guitars, there's no guitars because they're the reasons why a lot of people are seeing the guitars. And so we have to factor everybody in, accounting, order entry. It's everything. There's a whole team here. I know we want to give so much credit to the men and women in the back there that are doing an awesome job, but it's everybody here that's doing an awesome job. And that's what makes a Kiesel, and that's what makes our cost per guitar.
Joji is asking, any plans to make a Tosun Abbasi signature NS1?
No. I think that would be kind of weird since he has his own guitar company. Tosun is a friend of mine, but we don't really talk about guitars. We just talk about cars and stuff. We have that common interest. We were just chatting yesterday about cars, but no. Obviously at some point it would be really cool to work with him, but he seems like he's doing really good, and it seems like he's potentially found the right builders to help him out. And should there be an interest from him, I'd love to work with him, of course. I think he's a hell of a player, and he's a great guy. He really is. He's a good person, which that's important to me.
What is the best way to get my used Kiesel professionally set up?
I would find a great local tech. You of course could send it into us and we can set it up, but setups are going to take about 3 weeks. We're just so backed up. That's the hard thing. I get people wanting to do refinishes and things like that, but we're backed up. I haven't been able to take any refinishes in for about 5 years. That's how busy we've been.
Mike is asking, are the Kiesel pickups Berylliums on a tremolo normal spaced or F spaced?
They're not an F spaced and they're not normal spaced. It's 51.5 millimeters is what our spacing is. And I think an F space is 52.5, if I'm not mistaken, on a 6-string. So we're not quite a Floyd, but we're perfect for like the Kiesel trim, and it still works awesome on a Floyd.
Tip for maintenance of a Pale Moon Ebony fingerboard. Is it the same as maple?
Yep.
Kervin is asking, is the retro available chambered?
It is not, no.
Would a thinner neck profile with a gloss finish be the same thickness as a standard profile tongue oil neck?
Probably not. The tongue oil is still going to be thinner. Once you prime something, so you prime it and then you put gloss on it, you're adding layers there. Tongue oil is still going to be the thinnest possible, and it's what we recommend. Be the fastest neck, smoothest neck. You can service it easy later. And that's how all Kiesels are standard now.
Ryan is asking, any models going away next year?
Oh, I can't tell you that, Ryan.
What's your favorite exotic bodywood on a guitar?
Exotic bodywood favorite. I would say, if we're going exotic, I'm gonna go with Flame Koa. I've done it before. That'd be my favorite. Flame Koa body. Very expensive, but that's very exotic.
James is asking, I'm in talks with Keith for a KM6, Redwood top.
Yep.
What bodywood would you recommend?
Yep, I know about this one. And you've asked me to slant the top slightly to match the multi-scale pickup, which I will do. I would recommend doing having me do the denim finish on it, which is going to be no charge. They come with the black separation between the top and the body. I think personally, mahogany is going to look the best on there. Adding that richness. Second runner-up would be a roasted swamp ash body. Those would be probably my two I would recommend. But I think a mahogany body is going to look absolutely stunning. I think it's going to sound amazing on there. I think it's going to be a really cool build.
I love your guys' guitars. I have ordered 3 already in the first year of trying your guitars. You won a lifetime Kiesel player. Question. Is there going to be a shop walk soon?
Thank you so much. This is exactly why we do this. I mean, trying to get people to try our guitars for the first time. And I keep preaching to everybody, I don't want to sell you one guitar. I want to sell you the rest of the guitars for your life. And I realize you're going to put other ones in there, and that's totally cool. And I get it. But, we want the majority of your guitars to be ours, and that's why we come up with new things and different features. And we do, a plethora of everything so that if you want a certain style guitar, you can come to us. Shop walk, I think we need to do one. So I think that needs to be like a Jesse or a Zach thing to say, hey, Jeff, let's get out there and go do that. So yeah, we definitely need to do that. But appreciate you, man. That's awesome.
Jonathan's asking, for an upcharge, can I call the guys and request the small Kiesel decal near the neck joint on a headless model to be put on a non-headless model?
Whatever size logo comes on that model is what size logo that comes on that model. It's a marketing and advertising thing. So to deviate size-wise, we wouldn't be willing to do. The closest thing you could do is pay the $500 logo delete option.
Is it possible to get a guitar without the pickups or electronics?
It is. We've done that before. Yeah.
Justin is asking, how does Zebrawood board compare to maple in feel and tone?
Zebrawood's going to be similar to rosewood. So if you know what rosewood kind of feels and sounds like, maple is a harder, more dense wood. I shouldn't say it's harder. It's more dense and less open grain. And with that, rosewood or zebrawood, you have like a little bit more texture feel to it. It's not a bad feeling. It just depends on, everybody's different. Some people, their fingers touch the fretboard. Some people, their fingers don't ever touch the fretboard. It just depends on your technique. It's hard one to really, give you an opinion on. But it's very similar to rosewood if you ever played one of those.
This is really random, but someone's asking, when's the last time you got a Splinter?
Last time I got a Splinter, it hasn't been from woodworking. It's usually been from metalworking on the race car. And I've gotten, or carbon fiber. I've gotten a couple really bad carbon fiber ones. I had one that went right up my fingernail and went really far into my finger, and you could see it under the nail, and that hurt so bad. And then, pulling it out hurt even worse. But that wasn't that long ago. So I usually get hurt working on the car more than here in the shop.
Paul's asking, is an Arctic finish free on a K-Series?
It is, yeah. K-Series and a headless K-Series. I look at it like this. You guys are getting, all stops out. You're pulling all the stops out, and I want to do everything for you guys. I don't want to, every time you turn around, it's like $100, $200, and that's within reason. I mean, there are going to be some things we're going to have to charge you for, but when it comes to my labor, I'm pretty open. There are going to be a few finishes that are super crazy labor-wise that I have to charge a little bit for, but any finish that takes me a reasonable amount of time on a headless or a HK is going to be no charge to you guys.
Jeff, I'm thinking about getting a walnut neck for my next build. How would you say it feels compared to maple? I know you consider it a very stable wood for a neck.
Yeah, it's my favorite wood, to be honest. I like the feel of it a lot better than maple. It does have a different feel, obviously. To me, it feels a little harder than maple, even though I think strength-wise they're very similar. I love the way it looks. It just seems like the wood needs a little less maintenance. Obviously, it doesn't show dirt, like a maple neck does. It can kind of look dirty, which I don't like. Kind of like a clean, freak with that kind of stuff. So, of course, washing your hands before you play is always best practice. But I just prefer walnut necks, tongue oiled.
Jonathan's asking, can metallic colors be used for splatter colors, like a shiny gold splattered on a white body?
Absolutely, yeah. And I'm getting the sign to spin the damn wheel. And get the top off of there. All right, here we go. So I need some love there. All right, here we go. You guys thinking about like a topic if it lands on? Oh, damn! The whole entire thing. Like I spun it too hard. Things like, or maybe I spun it the wrong way. No. Dang, that thing's kind of shoddy.
Yeah, it's got a little messed up.
Speed questions, yeah! Okay, during this segment, we are going to do speed questions, so I'm going to give short answers. It does not mean your question is stupid. Doesn't mean that I don't care about you. It just means we're trying to get through as many as possible in a short period of time, so I have to be quick. So if you hear me quick to your answer, just trying to get to it. And I still love you guys, and of course you can call in for more detailed explanation from my guys. So let's go.
Just curious, have you seen or played a solar guitar?
No.
Is a metal flake finish a call-in option?
Right now, yes.
What amp do you usually jam with?
Black Star.
It'd be really cool if one day Jeff's dad could sit in on a live Q&A and help answer some of the questions, if only 30 or even 15 minutes.
That would be awesome. He doesn't come in on Wednesdays, so we'd have to move the Q&A or have to try to see if he could come in on a Wednesday.
Can we order a one pickup option?
Yes.
Looking at a retro solo, if I go with a roasted maple neck, do I have to pay extra for the roasted maple fretboard?
Yes, because they're two separate pieces.
Can a Type X have body binding?
Maybe. Call my guys. Depends on how you do it.
How does the tone differ from each model, assuming same specs, wood, electronics, etc.?
Large bodies, little fuller tone. Small bodies, not quite as full tone, but still amazing sound.
What's the deal of the hour?
This one, $2,000. Call my guys.
If I get an Aries with acoustic saddles, can I still play metal on it?
Absolutely. I won't tell anybody.
I ordered a DC Pink to Purple Sparkle in July. Never received the estimated completion date. Would it be appropriate to email a sales rep?
So August, September, October, November, not yet. No, it would not be. So at 20 weeks, which is still 1 month away, then you could. That would be appropriate then. 20 weeks is, actually, I take that back. At 24 weeks, we start checking once it's been a month late, and we've been quoting 20 weeks for a long time. So it'd have to be 24 weeks before we would be able to check. No status checks until 24 weeks from order.
Hey Jeff, just wanted to say hello. Great guitars you're doing there. I'm getting mine soon. Love from Youngstown, Ohio.
That is awesome. Hell yeah. That's where my wife's from. That's crazy.
And this person's name is Sean too.
No way.
Sean Hockey.
Sean Hockey. Dang, Sean. That's where my Sean is from.
How much is a Pink to Purple fade?
Depends. Call my guys.
What are the biggest benefits to a multi-scale on a 6-string?
Drop tunings, I would say, is the biggest benefit.
What is the best pickup for metal?
Thorium bridge, lithium neck.
Jeff, what are your thoughts on Poplar as Bodywood?
Looks awesome. Expensive, but looks awesome.
What's the sickest fade for a flamed maple Aries 8-string multi-scale?
Pink to purple. And that's it. I'm getting the sign that is all. Thank you, Ty, for picking up this awesome top. I have no doubts we'll do something really sick for you. I'll get that sketched out and get it over to Chris. The rest of you guys and gals, thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. We'll be doing our live next week, of course. Shop is going to be closed Thursday, Friday, but for next week for the holiday. But I will catch up with you guys next week. Hopefully we can do a live shop walk maybe tomorrow.